Ethan had been running since 5 a.m., first dropping his 6-year-old daughter, Lily, at a neighbor's apartment before rushing to his cleaning job at Hawthorne Enterprises, one of the biggest firms in the city. Life hadn't been kind since his wife passed away 2 years ago. Every morning felt like a marathon between exhaustion and responsibility. But he smiled anyway, because Lily deserved to see her dad trying. That morning, the CEO herself was in early. Victoria Hawthorne, polished, intimidating, the kind of woman who commanded silence when she walked into a room. She wasn't known for small talk or sympathy. Rumor was she'd built her empire on ice and caffeine. Ethan had never spoken more than a polite, "Good morning," to her. He was wiping down the long conference table when she stepped in, tapping her phone furiously, the scent of expensive perfume trailing behind her. Ethan nodded respectfully and focused on his work. He just needed to finish this room, get his paycheck, and make it to Lily's school assembly. But then it happened. His mop bucket caught on the table leg. The handle slipped and a wave of soapy water splashed across the table, straight onto Victoria's open laptop. For a moment, the world froze. Ethan's heart stopped. "Oh no, ma'am, I'm so sorry," he blurted, grabbing paper towels and dabbing frantically. His hand shook as he tried to wipe the keys, but the screen flickered, then went black. Victoria's eyes widened, her jaw tightening. "What have you done?" she snapped, stepping forward. Ethan's throat tightened, his voice breaking. "Please, ma'am, I'll pay for it. Just deduct it from my salary, anything. I didn't mean—" But before he could finish, the laptop screen blinked back to life. Victoria leaned in, exhaling sharply in frustration, but then froze. On the screen wasn't a work document. It was a paused video call of a little girl in a hospital bed, smiling weakly and waving. Text beneath the image read, "We miss you, Mommy." Ethan stopped wiping. The silence stretched heavy between them. Victoria swallowed hard, her voice suddenly softer. "You weren't supposed to see that," she whispered. Ethan took a small step back. "I'm really sorry, ma'am. I didn't mean—" But she wasn't angry anymore. Her eyes had filled with something unexpected. Grief. She quickly shut the laptop, composing herself, but the image lingered in both their minds. "You have a daughter?" she asked suddenly. Ethan nodded hesitantly. "Yes, Lily, she's 6. Smartest kid I know. I'm just trying to make things work." Victoria looked away, her jaw trembling before she spoke. "My daughter would have been 7 this year." The room fell quiet again. Ethan's eyes softened. "I'm sorry," he said quietly. "I can't imagine." She took a slow breath, sitting down for the first time that morning. "Cancer. It took her before I could slow down enough to realize what mattered." Her gaze flicked to him. "And here you are, working 3 jobs just to give your daughter a life." Ethan didn't know what to say. He stood awkwardly, wringing the wet towel in his hands. Victoria sighed, shaking her head. "You're not paying for the laptop," she said firmly. "It's fine, just go be with your daughter," he blinked. "Ma'am?" She nodded, almost smiling. "You mentioned a school assembly, didn't you? Go. I'll tell HR to mark your day as paid." Ethan couldn't believe it. Thank you, ma'am. Really." As he gathered his things, she watched him leave, the sound of his hurried footsteps echoing down the hall. For the first time in a long while, Victoria didn't open her emails. She just sat there, staring at the faint reflection on her dark laptop screen, the ghost of a smile from a child who once called her Mom. Later that afternoon, Ethan stood at the back of a crowded school gym, still in his cleaning uniform. Lily spotted him from the stage and waved, her eyes lighting up like sunshine. He waved back, tears threatening to spill. In a tall glass building across town, Victoria opened a new email draft titled Parent Initiative Program, Supporting Working Families. And for the first time in years, her hands didn't tremble when she hit send.